Good morning, die-harders. Who's ready to live free or die hard? This is the S&W Experience Podcast, and I am the Shogun. With me once again for the... It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like 2-3 months.
Yeah. It's been like since I slept on this sofa. Yeah, that was the last time. Good times, shit. A big ass dent now, but like,
Oh, dude, it's great. Whenever I door here, bro, there's a hole where the pillow fits in. You feel like you're all level. It's actually a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. I get better sleep on you.
Okay. I have no plans to put my head where you rest your ass, but like,
You'd be so lucky.
Definitely. Moving on, I wanted to talk about Triple H's turn as, head of creative in WWE and essentially running shit.
The shithole.
Yeah. Do you agree with the statement Triple H is Vince McMahon light?
I think Vince couldn't fuck up this bad.
Really?
I genuinely think he could never fuck up this bad. I think Shane McMahon couldn't fuck up this bad.
Well, he did bring us Raw Underground and, that shit.
Dude, did he ever bring us to reality where the most dangerous fighter is a fat man in his 40s named Kevin Owens? They're building up Kevin Owens to take out Roman Reigns.
That's not really good. The thing is, Yeah, I know. Like Vince had the kind of guys he liked, but he never had favorites. It was never a case of I'm pushing you because my favorite. It was a case of I'm pushing you because I think you'll make money.
Also like his style.
Yeah.
But styles make it.
Yeah. Plus, Vince liked big dudes.
Oh yeah, he did. But yeah, dude, it's not the shit. We're in a stage where either Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn is going to take his championship.
I mean, there is the Cody Rhodes if he gets back from injury in time.
I think he's got more going on with Seth than Randy Rowan.
Dude, they fought for like 3 straight months. Whatever they had is done. Man.
Yeah, but that rivalry that if you couldn't like dethrone Seth permanently, then what's he going to do to Roman? Like I prefer Seth as a champion, but I think Roman's like he's built more of a reputation that like there's no way he can take Roman's spot if he couldn't take Seth's.
Yeah. For a while, it seemed like they were building up Drew McIntyre to be the guy to beat Roman because of that clash.
He's the biggest like what if of WWE. He was always built up to that guy, but was never that guy.
Being Vince, your life sucks if you're Vince McMahon's chosen one. When you really think about it,
because man never has as much power as you think he does.
Dude, McIntyre, like Vince McMahon literally called him out and says like he's the chosen one. Someday he's gonna be world champion, and like he kind of did fuck all, man.
Rob's like, see what happens, bud.
Dude,
what happens.
For the longest time he did fuck all. Like sure, he won the Intercontinental title, but then he was in 3MB, and like
because it's really the creative writer who decides who can be a guy.
Yeah. I mean,
so like Vince can say you're my guy, but it doesn't really matter unless the creators want to say.
Yeah. And WrestleMania 26, like the plan was at one point, like Drew McIntyre is gonna win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it even like seemed that was gonna happen because like the only reason he was in the match was because Vince like announced that okay he's in the match now. All right, sure. You seem like he's practically being handed the briefcase, but then Jack Swagger won it. I'm just like, wait.
Very random.
Yeah, it's so weird because like at that point Jack Swagger hadn't done much, and now he's Mr. Money in the Bank. Like, okay.
It was weird because like, where are you gonna take Jack Swagger?
He was kind of dull.
Yeah, no.
Like, his shtick was I'm an American, and
even when he changed nationalities, he still wasn't interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he was still like, I'm an American, but he was a dick about it. Like, okay, an even bigger dick about it.
Also, he called himself American with a Pommy accent.
Dude.
How does that make sense?
Like, his shtick of like, I'm the all-American. Why you say that twice?
Yeah, no.
Oh, and remember that guy with that beard and the funky mustache?
What's the whole thing that, like, he's British, but he's still a better American than you? Because even that's still boring. Like, there's nothing interesting.
Didn't they do that with Cesaro when they teamed in the Real American thing?
Also, like, I hate to break it to you, but most of your viewers aren't from America.
Yes.
It's mostly, like, Asia and Africa. Like
And
in
the UK.
India,
Yeah.
Africa, and like a bit of the UK, that's like it.
India, not
Most
so
of America
much.
doesn't really watch you.
India, not anymore. There used to be
Really?
this like rabid fan base in India that was
Is it
starved.
more AEW though?
Not really, because oh, this ties into Jinder Mahal actually, another 3MB member. Because see,
Oh, yes.
WWE.
3MB was the worst thing to exist. Oh god.
Oh god, dude! Like they weren't a band because they had said they were a band. They had outfits, they had music, but no instruments, no song. Just fucking Elias is more of an artist than those motherfuckers. At least he has a guitar.
I love Elias, dog. He's so funny to watch.
Yeah. I'm glad it's back to his like Elias stick. It's not Ezekiel anymore. They'll acknowledge like, oh yeah, Ezekiel is a real dude. You know, he's out there somewhere, but like, you know, he's not here. Just yeah. His beard's back. It's not like what it was, but it's like back enough that you can say, oh hey, there's thing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think WWE never brought Abyss to WWE because it was just too dark for the WWE brand?
Abyss was in WWE, but not as Abyss.
Oh, did he come to WWE?
Yeah, he showed up. Remember when he was like suit and tie guy? Yeah.
They never brought Abyss across.
Yeah, they didn't bring because they couldn't. You know,
It was a stage name at TNA.
TNA. There's a contract that TNA has all the stars signed. It's like creatively you can do whatever, but whatever you do is owned by us. You know, any money you make off of it, we get a cut. You know, it's us. It's our thing. You can't go to another company and do it there. That's why when Matt Hardy came back to WWE, he was woken instead of broken.
I will say that like I was such a TNA. EC3 fucked his body up bad.
The roid belly. What the fuck? How did you...
Whatever nutritionist or whatever at WWE was managing his roid taken, they weren't getting along.
Dude, you remember that picture, dude? Like his gut, his distended gut had a six pack. How the fuck?
Gross. Isn't there like a surgery you can do to fix that?
I think there is, but god damn. How do you have a beer belly and a six pack at the same time?
You both look like a Mr. Olympian and a hillbilly.
It doesn't help that he's like bald now with the beard.
Yeah,
It doesn't help.
He literally looks like the Rock when he's crack.
Dude, man, he looks so bad. Like I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time I don't because you did this to yourself,
He
man.
was really in great condition. He decided to pump the weight.
Yeah, man.
That's on him.
He didn't need to get any bigger. He was already in amazing shape, dude.
He was only huge when he first jumped on the scene in TNA, dude.
Yeah. And you think him being like Dixie Carter's nephew would give him more advantages?
You said he wasn't really here, nephew.
Yeah. But like even in story, dude,
Yeah.
like, dude, seriously, you think that would fucking get you more title opportunities at least?
It would seem like they wouldn't.
Yeah. Even fucking Shane McMahon got more title opportunities. I mean, he didn't win, but still.
How many did Vince get as well?
He won the world title twice, actually.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
It was weird seeing the damn CEO of WWE with the title on his shoulder, like, something doesn't seem right about this.
Yeah.
Is he gonna defend the belts? Like,
Also, even back then when he was going after the belts, he was still like in his late 50s at the very least.
yeah, crazy shape for a 50-year-old.
And man, when he went ripped and that one like cover of a magazine, I don't know which magazine.
Muscle and fitness.
Bro,
Yeah.
at like 70, man was looking jacked. Well, there's lucky people that had an affair with him. I'd have an affair with him.
Yeah. It was him, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie looked okay, but like
She looked out of place. Let's go.
it's like, okay, I see why you're here, and you're Triple H. I see why you're here, but
even
like,
Triple H wasn't even near what McMahon was looking like.
yeah. I mean, he would be later on.
Yeah.
He like lost a lot of body fat, but yeah. It was around 32 was I think he was in like WrestleMania 32. He was in peak condition because
Yeah.
he was shredded in that fight with Reigns, dude. There was like
Yeah.
little fat in there. Great, you know, like just
Yeah. Very Hitler vibes.
yeah, man. It doesn't work. I mean, Bret Hart made that work because he didn't say that America was terrible. He just said that Canada was better. That's so he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was already sick of being dogged on by Americans anyway.
Yeah, man. Shit, dude. There was like this documentary he did called "Wrestling with Shadows," and it was doing like the events leading up to his exit from WWE. And there were these videos like, okay, what are your thoughts on Bret Hart versus Undertaker match? And they were like, like the one guy wore a Canada shirt, and he's like, man, I'm not even from Canada. I'm from the U.S. These people don't know me. I got called an idiot. People threw shit at me because they thought I was Canadian, whatever. He won the show to prove a point, but like, dude, come on.
They get dogged on a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Americans say it's not even a real country.
Yeah, man. Like this one guy, you could tell he was just like some hillbilly, and he'd had a few. Like he had like sunglasses, no shirt, and he was talking about like Canada, they're a bunch of crybabies, always asking for help from the U.S. Like just like bruh, they didn't ask you what do you think about Canada. They said what do you think about Red Hot Identity. You're just like, man, them Canadians, man, they this.
You can tell that man thinks all his tax dollars are going to fund Canada.
It was like they're always asking for a handout, whatever.
He's like,
whatever.
every time my paycheck comes around, Canada comes begging.
Oh man, this other guy, they did an interview. Like this one black guy who's actually a fan of Bret Hart. Like what he said, he was like, hey man, win any way you can. Like you just look at corporate America, and need I say more? They're always stepping on the little guy. Whatever. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
He's
what
just staring on, like no one asked about corporate America.
So he went on for a bit, and then he ended with, anyway, as I was saying, win any way you can, bro. Just.
So you could have stopped at that, bro.
Dude, and then for the thing of like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, they asked people like, hey, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And this one lady was like, like Bret, even though Bret was a bad guy, she was like, he was really inspiring to me, like his like how he stands for his family and has family values, and he's a good dude. Inspired me to go back to high school and get my degree. And I'm just like, I mean, Bret's a good guy, but inspired me to go back to high school.
He might be taking some liberties there. I don't think he said anything like go back to high school.
Yeah, shit. And then this Latin dude, they asked him like, "What do you think about Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels?" And it's like, man, we got a stand-up guy like Bret Hart out here going on family values, trying to be a good dude, and then we got a fool like Shawn Michaels posing in Playgirl, like with a belly button ring. And then he was like, "Know this, man, more men look at that magazine than women." It's like,
you can just tell that guy was homophobic.
like, Jesus, bro.
What's wrong with having a belly ring as a guy? Like, no, it ain't right. It ain't right. It's unnatural.
Oh, dude. It's so weird, man. It's just that documentary gave a lot of insight into like the shit that went on backstage.
I quite like the documentary on the Miz's career.
Oh yeah.
It was a cool dog. I watched some like snippets on TikTok. He's quite like that in person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I remember this story about him eating, like he was backstage. It was early days, like when he just arrived on the main roster, and he was like eating chicken backstage with everybody. Everybody put their bags, and apparently he got grease on some of the people's bags. And when like Chris Benoit found out about it, he like threw all of his shit out of the locker room and told him he was banned from like changing with everyone else. And then when he tried to ask like someone else, be like, "Hey, could you like, is this for real? Like, am I seriously banned?" And then like, I'm not gonna tell him otherwise. Like, so he had to change in like the public toilets with everyone else. And there was this kid who walked in one day and saw him changing. He's like, he said he looked up and he saw this kid with a Miz shirt, just like looking at him like, "The fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Because realistically, it's weird. Like, imagine you going to the regular bathroom and you see fucking, I don't know. Damn, it's not really. There's nothing to compare it to because no one else has.
I can imagine you go to like a football game in England and you see like Wayne Rooney in the change room that you go to, in the bathroom that you go to, changing into United States.
Like, bro, don't you have your own dressing room or something? Like, why are you here?
But it also just proves Chris Benoit was always a dick.
Yeah, but then again, dude, if someone got like chicken grease all over your back, you'd be pissed about it.
I'd be annoyed. I wouldn't be pissed. I just walk over and be like, "Well, some people are ungrateful," you know.
Yeah. Oh shit! Back then there was that wrestlers court thing. They would have like a little kangaroo court set up to like let you know if you were messing up or like if you'd done something wrong to somebody. They would all come together and like.
Rawback was there every week.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was gone by then because a lot of the old school dudes were gone. The thing is, there would be one. There was one day there was this incident where like CJBL would do this thing where he would like sneak in on dudes in the shower and he would smack them on the ass.
Yeah, this sounds kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, there was so much shit that he did back then where I'm like, this is kind of gay, dude. Like, what the. So he did that, and one day he did that to Brock.
Oh.
See, the thing was, he would walk in, smack guy on the ass, and then, like, bail out. Because the thing is, you'd be nude, and you wouldn't really be able to chase after him. One day he did that to Brock, and, like, Brock turned in time and, like, decked him.
Oh.
And they called Brock to wrestlers court to be like, yo.
I'm gonna tell Brock. That's sexual harassment. Brock yanked a guy with sexual harassment. There's nothing wrong with that.
So they called in Brock, and they like sent JBL to go get him. So he went over there, and he told him like, "Yo, you've been summoned to wrestler's court." And Brock said, "Fuck off," and so he did. That was the end of it, man. Like, just who you gonna send, man? Who you gonna be like, "Yo, you need to get down here," because
he told everyone to fuck.
Still Brock, dude. Oh shit, man.
I will say though, not a very intimidating fucker. His voice is not very intimidating.
Dude, everything was. There's this joke in Grown Ups. Remember that guy? He was all like buff and shit. He walked over and he had that squeaky ass voice.
That guy.
And they were like, everything was on steroids except his voice.
Yeah,
that's Brock, funny. Dude. That's basically Brock. Everything is roided up except his voice.
Poor embarrassment on that guy's face when they said everything is roided except the voice. Guy was like, they're checking me out, let me come over, like, this shit good, I might get laid, and then, haha, it's like, yo, what?
Now that is a good joke. That like set up and payoff.
Well, one of the very few good jokes in Grown Ups.
Dude.
Well, I will say, I do enjoy Grown Ups for what it is. It's just like this, like, childish, futile, like, funny movie. And Taylor Lautner was actually pretty good in the second one.
Yeah, it was. That first one, though.
Like the one handshake, where they did the handshake and they like cuddled each other's faces and said, we'll finish this later.
It was so long. Like even Chris Rock, the first time I did it was like, oh, are they stopping now? No, they're still going. Just Jesus Christ. Oh, dude. It's weird that they had grown-ass men play teenagers, though. Cause
yeah. No, but it was college kids. It wasn't really teenagers.
I mean, yeah, but like, the blonde guy was on Heroes in fucking 2000s.
Yeah, but the whole joke was that they're roided as hell. That was the whole joke.
Made sense, yeah.
And to be fair, they're all doing front flips and kicking everyone's ass.
Dude.
Like, that final fight scene made zero sense when they beat those guys up. I'm like, no, you guys should have had your ass handed to you.
All of
like, they literally had the high ground and they were much better than you. Although they did have Shaq.
Yes, they did have Shaq. But having the high ground doesn't always guarantee victory, because...
Dude, they were literally diving in the air, these guys, okay? If you dive in the
air... they were on that hill, but, like, they left, that they charged at them, so, like...
Yeah, I know, but then the other guys were charging uphill, a lot more tiring, and less momentum. I can tell you now, most of the time, if I run downhill like I used to jog a lot, I cannot control very much.
Yeah. Because you're trying to like keep yourself steady, but
like,
at the same time...
I literally had to like move my back backwards so I could control my momentum, because I was going to like spin.
Yeah, there was this dude at this, I think it was a football game, and like something happened that the dude in the front row turned around, and there's two guys in the back. Like he was yelling and yelling, and the guy up top like tried to like throw a punch, and he was pulling like some Matrix shit because he was like ducking all of these fucking punches.
No way.
To the point that he like pulls the guy down with him. He didn't punch him one time. He just like duck, evade, and then he grabbed him and he pulled him down. The guy's legs were like in the air like this. He was wedged between the seats. And the other guy starts talking shit, and he was like chucking a drink at him. And before the drink could even fly, the guy like swats that shit. I mean,
no way.
I kid you not, it was like, what? And it was gone, man.
That's some badass shit.
The dude was like, I don't know, man. He was blocking everything. And this one chick on the right was like, stop it! Stop, you psychopaths. Like, why is there always that one person that's like, stop? Just
And it's always the smallest person there.
Dude. And they probably don't even know the people who are getting beat up. They're just like, stop, please.
Do you think Solo's power might become like an intercontinental champion of down south outside the bloodline with a breakup?
Oh yeah, they definitely got plans for him now.
Because he's being halved up. I don't see it though. He's like short and muscular. There's nothing special about it, you know?
Yeah, they build him up as like this, strong, silent killer type.
He's kind of like their fixer. Like
Yeah,
their
their enforcer. Yeah. But the thing is, you're gonna have to cut a promo sometime, man. You can't be the strong, silent guy forever.
Yeah.
Like fucking Jack Swagger in AEW, for years now, has been the damn strong, silent guy who accompanies Chris Jericho. I don't think he's cut a promo all year.
Do you think that the Brawling Brutes one will be where the bloodline breaks up? Because you've seen problems with Sammy and Jimmy the whole time.
Yeah, but it's more than likely that only one of them is gonna go, as opposed to like the whole faction splintering up.
Do you think he's gonna cause problems like kicking out Jimmy?
It seems to be leading that way, because like in that one promo, like...
Because he loves Sammy.
Yeah. Did you see that I don't give a damn promo that Jay...
Oh yeah, and then his face turns up, like what
dude, like...
That was some terrible acting though, let's be honest.
No, that was well done, man. That moment, that camera work, bro.
Although, them constantly not trying to laugh while he says Uzi is the funniest shit. Like, remember when he was like, Uzi in the sky with diamonds? I laughed so hard at that dog. You just can't help but laugh when Sami Zayn's on mic. He's so good. And he's so cute. The little puppy.
Dude, man. Like, you could tell Jay was trying really hard not to laugh, because he like turned away.
The constant face covers and turning away from the camera.
Like the whole time he was just like,
both the Usos just can't handle themselves on camera. Only Solo and Roman to an extent can hold themselves in.
Like Solo will give a little smirk.
And even Roman covers his face sometimes.
Oh, dude, they're like the best thing going on SmackDown, man. Just
literally, it's just Sammy carrying the show. Because no one can compete with them, so you gotta make comical to extent.
Yeah.
I just don't find it realistic that these like brawling groups can take on the bloodline. Like none of them are special anymore.
So Sheamus, McIntyre, Owens, and the two others can't.
The two others are kind of losers. Let's be honest. I don't know how they are built up to these strong guys.
I never really understood Butch. He's like when he came on, he was like a rabid dog, like whenever they would like try to hold on to him, he was like all feral and shit. And
I think I do like the American Bulldog like kind of vibe or something.
It was weird, dude. Like he had a leash. What the fuck? They actually had a leash on him and shit.
American Bulldog at one point.
Yeah, he had a leash too, but it's still weird though, man. Like he's a human being. What do you? They also never explain why. Never explain why is he all feral. Why is he jumping people and shit? Like,
and then they explain why all of a sudden he's just a normal person now.
Yeah, just a regular guy now. Like
he's had his regular shots.
Yeah. I am glad that they ditched the suspenders and the Peaky Blinders hats.
Oh yeah, no, they don't recall Peaky Blinders. Especially with those two idiots.
Dude, like I remember you said like Vince would never fuck up this bad, but like that was during his regime, so I mean he didn't fuck up, but he never fuck up bad.
Yeah.
He never wasted a fucking cash in, dude. Just
although I don't know how out of that whole group Kevin Owens has been housed as the guy to take on Roman Reigns.
Dude. I mean, Drew McIntyre had his shot, and them other two aren't exactly, And
Sheamus is over
here. He's had his moments. Let me say that. He's already had his main event run.
I don't know why he hasn't gone over to a different, AEW, TNA, for his, to be one of the main guys.
Would you?
To be one of the main guys, yeah?
If you started out as a main guy and were booked that way for almost 10 years, you'd leave?
Yeah, because he's not the main guy anymore.
But he's making crazy money.
How much money?
They all are. I don't know, man. He's fucking Sheamus. He's been around for a while, dude. Vince likes him. Triple H likes him.
He's mad money now that he's not a main character.
Yeah. Speaking of Triple H, that's how Sheamus got his job.
Triple H?
Yeah, man. Him and Triple H went to the same gym.
No,
That's how. That's
so
how
he wasn't even a wrestler?
I mean, he was, but like, he was mostly independent. But how he got a WWE tryout was because he and Triple H went to the same gym, and he saw him, and he found out that the guy was an indie wrestler, and he like brought the idea to Vince, like, hey, there's this dude. Like Vince took a look at him, and he was like, yeah, let's get him. You know.
He's Irish. We don't have one of those.
There's so many cases of, yeah, we don't have one of those, and there's also cases of we don't need two of those. Just we already have like a big monstrous dude. We don't need two of those.
Is Braun Strowman back? I haven't seen him for a
Yeah,
while.
he is. He had a match with Omos at Crown Jewel.
He won.
I think it was him. I don't remember.
Yeah, we can't have losing to Omos, but you can't like half Omos to the next guy when you can't even carry a fast.
Yeah. It was the Braun looks so small. Oh my
Thanks to him.
god, dude. He like
It's almost that big. They made Braun look small.
he's that tall. Yeah. So like he walked up and like he like squared up to the dude and he like buried his face in dude's he like buried his face like this and his head was like here. Like almost wasn't even looking down. Like his head was like here, dude. It was fucking
That's embarrassing.
He looked like he was like about to give him a hug and be like, "Don't worry, don't cry. It's gonna be okay." Oh my
How's Dolph
god,
doing?
dude. Oh, dude, I feel bad for Dolph.
He's in NXT now.
No, not anymore, dude. Like, he's fucking jobber to the stars, man. Like, when you need somebody to look good squashing somebody, like that's who they pick now. He's the guy you put for like squash matches. I don't know why, cause
That's so disrespectful because he's one of the best to ever do it. He is so good at selling fights,
dude.
and he is so good in ring. I've never seen anyone better than him at like faking those shots. Dude, he's one of the best ever, and they treat him like this.
Dude, it's so fucking bizarre because at the beginning of the year, he was in NXT and he was NXT champion, and now he's losing match after match. Like he's a bum. Just
Did he do something to someone in the WWE?
like I said, man, Triple H has his favorites. Just I think it's more of a case of I'm gonna push these people and like everyone else is sort of
How long before you think Dolph just leaves?
I mean he's been through worse.
Yeah, fair.
So he didn't leave then. But then again, he got a new contract and got crazy money, so yeah, it's understandable why he's not going anywhere.
How much is he on?
I don't know how much now, but like the first time he was, remember they did that whole story of like, if I lose this match, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Around that time, he was genuinely thinking about leaving, and everybody was like, he's actually going. He's actually going, and he disappeared for like a couple months because it was Clash of Champions when he won the U.S. title. The next night, he came out, he left the title in the ring, and he walked out because he was done, dude. Like. They gave him the U.S. title so they could be like, here's the title, you want to stay now? Like, you still want to resign? Like, nah, dude, like,
I'm good.
Yeah, you're missing the point. Like, he doesn't want to leave because he doesn't have a title. He wants to leave because he doesn't have the title, like, the main belt.
You know what I found funny? When everyone was congratulating The Miz on getting the title as if he actually won it by beating someone up. Like, I found it hilarious how WWE genuinely believe they're the champion of the world.
Dude.
Like, I can tell Roman Reigns genuinely believes like he beat up Jake or Logan in a boxing match. Like, it's actually crazy how much they start to believe their own hype from being world champion.
So that's that thing, dude. Like the RVDs are that there's a line between believing in yourself and believing in your bullshit. Just
like, dog, you're not actually a real fighter. If you went to UFC tomorrow, you'd get literally injured, like that badly destroyed. You'd literally never be able to fight again in your life, probably.
But then again,
like the only guy on your roster that could actually win a UFC fight is Matt Riddle. That's the only one.
He used to be UFC.
Yeah, no, that's the only reason. Like, Brock is too old and injured now to win a UFC fight. Bobby maybe, but probably not.
He did MMA for like Bellator a bit. Yeah.
But he's old now.
He's like 40 something.
He had some injuries though to his knees and that.
Yeah. I remember like hearing like he got stabbed one time.
Who? Bobby?
Yeah, man. Like
what?
There was like a robbery or something.
Sure.
Like he got stabbed and like what the fuck?
I mean, I think in football it's a lot recently as well.
Yeah.
Where they get in your house and stab you and then take all your shit. You don't
Also,
need to stab me, dog. I'm rich. Just take all my stuff. I'll just buy new stuff.
also, who the fuck would try to rob Bobby Lashley? Do you see the motherfucker? Do
That's
you?
crazy, huh?
Yes.
And that guy doesn't look like he's cutting a promo. He looks like he's naturally angry a lot.
Yes. You notice he doesn't have eyebrows?
Yeah.
That was
It's more unsettling that he doesn't have eyebrows.
Yeah, I didn't realize he didn't have eyebrows till he started wearing that headband.
Yeah, no. Maybe just like all the creatine just took his eyebrows with him.
Because normally it's just the hair. Now it's like his eyebrows are gone too. It's like I saw him like TNA when he had that headband. Like, wait, you just have eyebrows?
Oh, but Jake Paul was terrible in that promo though. In that fight though, where he pretended to hit the Usos. He was so bad. Those punches were so fake. It was so.
His fist landed like here. Like it didn't land like this. It landed like this right by dude's ear.
Right,
like
missed completely. Like didn't go near him.
Jesus. Bro.
And also one of the Usos fell too early as well when the fist is nowhere near him.
Jeez, bro.
Maybe the Usos was like, nah, I'm not getting knocked out by Jake Paul. Okay, this is obviously be fake.
But it was fun when at Crown Jewel when those guys, those Jake Paul's mates. They got into
those Logan's mates.
Yeah, oh yeah, Logan's mates.
Mark and George, yeah.
They got in a fight with the Usos, and then like Jay was like, "What you doing? Like what like you think it's okay?" And he like swatted the drink out of Jay's and like, "Get that shit out my face." That was funny.
Although the one friend did sell that one shot quite well, where he bounced across the ring.
Yeah, that kick. He sold pretty well.
Yeah, George sold it well. Mark was not very good.
He sort of just flopped to the ground. Like, I mean,
keep in mind, this is a former crack addict though.
Yeah.
So his body probably ain't what it used to be.
I mean, I get it. Realistically, if you got knocked down, your body would flop, but not like just.
But if you WWE want to see you solid, like you know, like Dolph Ziggler and The Rock and all that.
Yeah, Dolph is amazing itself.
Oh, he's so good, dude. I don't know how his body naturally moves like that, to be honest.
Dude, I guess practice though. Man.
Yeah, no. But some decent like stomach muscles to be able to balance and move like that after a shot.
Sells a spear like nobody's business. Man.
Oh
God
yeah,
damn.
no.
I think like one time he actually flipped somehow. Like,
oh yeah, no, probably 360.
Dude, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I'm like, God damn, dude, you did a flip when you got hit.
And it's very impressive considering the point at which the flip starts.
Yeah, man. Shit. Oh,
but Randy's RKOs are so impressive the way he choreographs it.
Yeah.
Like we're like flying off the ring, he lands just before you hit the ground. That's pretty impressive how good he is. And also that he's never hurts anyone's neck like that.
Yeah.
He's very good at his job.
Yeah, his move. It's pretty good. Weird, interesting that he's never hurt himself because his finisher is him dropping to the ground.
Yeah. Never like dislocated a shoulder or anything.
Yeah. I mean, he did early on, but that was with his old finisher.
Yeah.
What's it? We called it the ozone. Like, it's
pretty shit name for
dude.
Like you know the ozone has holes in it, right?
Oh, dude, like they legit call it just the ozone because like you get it because it was an in joke. Like you get it. His name is Orton. His finisher is called the ozone. Do you get it? Do you get it? Like WWE loves those fucking jokes, man. Like
they're always terrible as well.
It's painfully,
a good one.
dude. It's painfully obvious, but they still treat it like, "Hey, do you get it? You see what we did there? Like, yes, motherfucker. Fucking Stevie Wonder saw what we did there. Just, But damn, he had recently had surgery on his back. Because he was at home recovering from like a back injury, and like he recently had surgery, and it said like apparently he's in like a very delicate state right now. They don't know if he'll even be back.
Sure.
It wasn't even the case like, oh, we don't know when he'll be back.
Now it's Randy fought recently though, didn't he, with RK Bro?
Yeah, they were the tag champs, but they dropped the titles, and that's when he took time off to go get surgery. Do
you think like if he comes back, he'll be a main guy again? Because it seems like the RK Bro is just like a side character now.
Nah, man, it actually like breathed new life into his career, dude.
Really?
In 2015, they asked him like, when do you see this wrapping up? He said, I probably got like 5 more years in the main event, and then I'm done. And, obviously he stuck around after 2020. But like once he started feeling like, okay, bro, he was like, he started having fun with shit again. He said
Yeah.
being around Matt Riddle, so like feeling like his vibe. It's just
Is Matt Riddle like that outside of the ring as well?
yeah, he's apparently a really solid dude. Nobody has anything bad to say about him except Goldberg and Brock. But
Really?
yeah, apparently for years
He's telling him what to do. You know, Vince is in the ear saying, "Say this."
he's and you can tell with Triple H that doesn't happen anymore because people say the most random shit now.
Oh yeah, commentary is so weird these days.
Yeah, with
Although I do quite like the tattered guy.
Graves.
Yeah, I like Corey Graves. But the constant simping over people is actually quite funny.
I mean, one of them people is his own wife, so
Who's he married to again? Carmella.
Carmella.
Yeah. And Ambrose is married to
Renee.
Yeah.
She's also in AEW now. She's the backstage interview chick. Again.
Oh, she just moves with it however wherever he goes.
I mean, now, yeah.
Yeah, I bet she was in rehab too. I was setting it up for that.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, but with the thing, like, dude needs a vacation, man. That guy.
Do you think Renee will go on vacation with him?
Unlikely, like, cause why?
I mean, if you're gonna get vacation time, why wouldn't it be with your wife?
I mean, I see that, but like, why would Renee need vacation? And like, she just got the job, so it seemed a little impetuous to be like, oh, I just got the job, but oh, could I also get like 6 months off?
No,
so
I'm
that
not saying 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm saying like a 2-week round at the end of the next 6 months.
Yeah. But dude, like, given all the shit that Ambrose has done, you're like, dude practically like carried the company through rough times.
Even when the Shield broke up, he carried WWE for a while with his lunatic fringe.
Yeah, it was a while there.
Yeah.
But sadly though, even when he won the WWE title, he never felt like the top guy.
Because you never were going to be the top guy when there's Roman and Seth.
Yeah. Even when they didn't have titles and he did, it just didn't feel...
Like, it wasn't even just about him. Like, regardless of who was the champion, Seth and Roman are always the main guys.
Yeah.
I actually way prefer Seth. I think he's a much better star for WWE.
Also, the fact that when Ambrose was champion, he only main evented 2 pay-per-views doesn't bode well. No, like, I shit you not, because he won it at Money in the Bank, and then Battleground was the next pay-per-view. So he retained there. Then SummerSlam wasn't
like,
in the main event.
Even when like he was part of the Shield, they kind of made him have the solo championships just so he could be part of the group kind of thing. Because he was never like on the level like Roman and Seth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the thing about the reason he was the longest reigning United States champion in WWE was because Vince forgot that he had the belt.
No.
I'm not sitting here. Vince McMahon, this is a legit thing. Vince McMahon forgot the Dean Ambrose.
That's depressing. That's depressing.
Like, dude, do you watch your show? Or do you not think to yourself, hey, wait a minute, I haven't seen the US title in a while. Where is it? Like, just...
No, man was just busy jacking off to Roman Reigns.
Jesus, bro. Like someone made a joke, like they posted this picture of like Roman without the vest, like without the shield vest, and he was doing like the thing with the fist.
Oh yeah.
And they put that picture up, and he's like, like just fucking do your job. Stop checking off that picture of Roman Reigns without a top. Just.
I will say though, you remember when Roman and Seth were fighting, and Seth came out to the Shield music and that?
That was cool.
I felt like he should have won that match.
Really?
Because Roman notoriously had a terrible record against Seth.
True.
And it would actually make sense as a loss because you got into Roman's head. And then you could diverse some other belts again.
I mean, he did. I mean, Seth did technically win that match. I mean, on a technicality, but yeah.
But if you had genuinely wanted, you could diversify the belts. Because, like, say he goes to SmackDown, someone comes after his name, and he's like, oh, I'm only putting this belt on the line.
There was like USA Network. I remember I told you like the USA Network that they have the TV rights to Raw. They wanted to create a new belt at some point because
they felt like they were being wronged only having the rights to that one.
Yeah. Because Roman is mostly on SmackDown. It's like fuck. Like hey, we don't.
On Raw.
Yeah, They were like, we don't have a top belt, so like we're gonna like
And
make
they
a
probably
new
paid
one.
good money because Raw got more viewers back then.
Yeah. But weirdly enough, it was their idea to have the 24/7 title. So
Ugh,
I was worried, like,
that's a
they
shit
want another
title.
one? Just that belt, you could tell it was made in less than a day.
They were like, yeah, let's please him. R-Truth, you want a belt? Yes, please.
Yeah. Let's just put a big circle and with the word 24/7 on the front and call it a day. Like, that's it. You said you wanted a belt. You didn't say that'd be good.
I've got to say, the R-Truth probably the favorite, funniest character of all time in WWE.
Yeah.
Like, remember that one Royal Rumble where he came with the ladder because he got some money in the bank?
It's like, I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, no, he's not gonna. Wait, he is. Like, what the.
Or remember when he went in the middle of the ring with Brock and Heyman and said he was announcing his joining the Royal Rumble? And then Brock showed that he had to beat him and he was like, I'm officially denouncing myself in the Royal Rumble. And then Brock beat him up anyway.
Dude, that was funny, man. Like, that actually started because of a bet, believe it or
No
not.
way.
Like, Paul Heyman, like, he, like, bet R-Truth, like, because, like, the segment was always going to be like, hey, okay, R-Truth is going to come out, Brock is going to F5 him, and they're going to walk off. That was just going to be it. R-Truth would come out, do a stick, Brock would F5 him and walk out. So, like, Paul Heyman came up to one side, he's like, I bet you can't make Brock Lesnar laugh. Yeah, he's like, okay.
Paul seems like a cool guy in normal life.
If you don't work for him.
As you a bit of a dick to the guys who work for him.
No, I mean, there's plenty of people who used to work with when he ran ECW who'd be like, that motherfucker still owes me money. Like, just.
No way, stingy.
Dude, it was like, man, like, so back then in the 90s, people would sign checks or whatever. They'd be like, okay, here's your money, like, thanks for the check. They would go to the bank and they'd be like, that shit bounced. I remember the Sandman was like, he'd write you a check, and that check would bounce from here all the way, all over the place. Dude, like, just like, because realistically, it's not that he didn't want to pay anybody. It was like he had no money to pay anybody. So, yeah.
Awkward.
It is pretty awkward shit. Plus, if you were in ECW, you weren't in there for the money.
I don't know why Rey Mysterio is still going here. Dude's chubby, his son's a bit of a loser. Like, why is he still doing this whole wrestling thing?
He was kind of chubby in like the 2010s too. Because he started wearing a vest.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you can tell, okay, this dude's getting fat.
You wore like a wife beater.
Dude. Like, you can tell, like, he's getting fat now. He's wearing a vest. He used to be, like, shirtless to show off the tattoos and shit. Now he's got a vest on.
That's when you know he's like, I'm not in my summer body yet.
Hey, but when he came back, he looked amazing. Damn.
Yeah, no.
He was in great shape when he came back, though. It's kind of slid, though.
Yeah, he's old now.
Although, under the Triple H regime of doing things, what would you say you don't like? Okay, well, let me ask you this. What would you miss about Vince? Let me say that much.
I think possibilities.
Really?
Triple H has written this to where there's no possibility. You don't know how they're going to dethrone the champion. And it makes sense. Because the amount of, like, he's beaten Brock back to back, he's beaten Seth, he's beaten Drew, he's beaten all these big guys that hopped up. So if, like, someone like Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn beats him, you're like, okay, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, back in the day, he had it pretty even between John Cena, Brock, Roman, Seth. You all thought they could beat each other.
Yeah.
Now it's like, who's going to beat Roman? Come on. Realistically.
Yeah. Plus,
So before, there was always possibilities of, like, different shit to happen. Now it's Roman's going to win, or shit ain't going to make sense.
or they'll find a screwy way to, like, end the match.
Or, like, he'll get cheated out of the championship. Maybe.
Yeah. Plus, with, the thing is, when Vince was running the show, even though he had his top guy, there was always someone that he was building in the background.
I think the only way he can lose his title right now is if he gets distracted by, like, Sammy and Jimmy fighting.
That's gonna kind of whack, isn't it?
Hmm?
That's gonna be kind of whack, though. I mean,
Because they'll be having an argument in the corner, and then, like, Drew will put a boot through his face and pin him. That'll be the only way he loses his titles right now. Let's be honest.
I could see it. I mean, it'd be a shitty way to go out, but I could see it.
Yeah, because they kind of have to get rid of it now. You think 2 years? That's way too long of a champion for WWE.
800 days to be precise.
Oh, shit, almost 3 years then.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the Universal title. The WWE title is like 200 and something. It's like one of the longest title reigns of the modern era.
Yeah, no, you can't keep it on for this long. It gets a bit redundant.
I think it helps that he doesn't defend on every pay-per-view, because, you know, when he does show up, it's a big deal.
Yeah, he's the part-timer now.
Yeah. Like, literally fucking 2 years ago, he was, not even 2 years, not really 2 years ago, but like years
Just
back.
before he got his championship, yeah.
He was ragging on Brock, it's like, you know, he's a part-time and fake-ass bitch. Like, just, I mean...
Vince's favorite.
Dude!
How ironic that was.
Like, when I heard that, I was like, come on. Dude, did you seriously
see where this is coming from, you know?
Surely you see this, right? Like he's not gonna stop when he comes with this, because he's Vince's boy. I'm like, so are you, dude.
If not more so.
Yeah, shit. When
he
Brock,
like designed you from like NXT days. Like he wanted you to be that guy. Now you're that guy.
Yeah.
It's not because you put in the hard work and some of the creative directors had faith in you. It's because Vince was like, that's my guy.
At least when Brock loses, he goes away for a while. He doesn't come back the next week, like, to cut a promo wanting a rematch. Like,
yeah, no. Like, as soon as you start thinking, hey, it's been a while since Brock's here.
yes, yes.
They time it perfectly. Like, to where, as soon as you start thinking, he's been gone a while, oh shit, no, never mind, he's
back.
here.
With after that WrestleMania 34 match, like Roman got all busted open. This promo on Raw the following night was weird.
Was it dead?
It was weird. No, not that it was dead. It was weird. It was like, it was kind of real, but kind of in the story, because he talked about, like, you know, like when I arrived at the arena yesterday, you know, like everything just felt off, you know. Like nobody looked me dead in the eye, and nobody gave me a straight answer on anything. Like I just got the feeling something screwy was gonna happen. Like, what do you mean something screwy happened? You lost. Like
it's pretty out there and clear.
Yeah, dude, like, and he made it, the way it was framed, it's like he was going off script, talking about like, I was supposed to win that match and I didn't. But at the same time, it's also framed like it's in the story, like, you know, like, nah, I was cheated somehow.
I'm not gonna lie though, him believing his own half and like he deserves to win every match is turning me off him. Like, I loved him from when, like, he put his belt down when he was diagnosed with leukemia and he walked out and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's kind of ruined it because, like, not only is he, like, I understand as a character, but you can see outside the character he's also a dick right now. Which I don't like as well.
Think he believes his own heart.
Yeah, for sure. Turns a bit of a dickhead.
But with the, with that particular phase of Roman Reigns where he was like, and he lost to Brock at WrestleMania, lost to Brock at the Greatest Royal Rumble. That year of Roman Reigns just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you lost to WrestleMania, that's that, but then you immediately got a rematch, which you also lost. But at the same time, in the lead up to SummerSlam, you out here like, give me one more shot. Like, fucking why?
How many shots you need, dog?
Dude, fucking
but
why?
I will say though, off the topic of Roman, I think it's a bit overplayed right now. It's a bit dead. I quite like the relationship dynamic they had between Seth and Becky on the show. How she's called like the man, and she'll often open the road for him to step through and that kind of thing. It's cool that they're showing like alternative relationship dynamics on WWE.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, a lot of them are like, a lot of watchers are like incel virgin losers who like from WWE watching it, they think that women are just like objects and that kind of thing. So it's cool to see like them showing like her as like the more masculine role in the relationship.
Yeah.
It is quite cool to watch.
Like the Rhea Ripley and Dom shit.
No. That's just out there wacky sexual stuff which they've always done.
No. That was Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. That was wink sexy stuff that
this
they
is
got
still
going
like
on.
sexual because it's like it's not sexual for her but it's sexual for him. And submissive found being very sexually appealing.
And it was with like Ripley and Morgan, I actually really liked that team. That was the first women's team that genuinely felt like a team.
Also, they seem like the kind of people that would naturally have sexual chemistry.
Yeah,
It's not like some like badly written thing, you know?
they ain't faking it.
Yeah,
man.
no.
This isn't.
Well, they are faking it, but you could see it happening.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, it could work like between the two of them.
Like, it's not unfeasible.
Yeah, there were people on Twitter like, like she should definitely leave, like whoever she's with and actually shack up with.
It's like so sad how people genuinely start forgetting this shit. Like,
Dude.
she's married with a husband, okay? She's not leaving him.
And a dog, a couple of dogs, but yeah.
I would definitely have dogs instead of children. I love dogs too.
Yeah. And there are people who are like, she's got a thing going on with that guy, Murphy. Like, nah,
they married.
Jesus, bro. But it's so. I hate it.
It reminds me of the AJ thing where they thought she was gonna leave her boyfriend for like Zack Ryder or John Cena. It's like, dog, she's with Punk.
Like what the? And he's the champ. Why would?
Well, the champ's got nothing to do with it. She's actually physically with him in real life.
God damn, man.
This ain't your Wattpad stories, dog.
Nah. Even on TV, like TV shows like Arrow, like people loved.
Or Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya took a picture together holding each other in this one photo shoot. Now all their fans believe they should get together, even though she's like fully booed up to with Tom Holland, and like looks like they're like end goals, end game, like
Yeah, I could definitely see like. I'm not to diss Tom Holland. I'm sure he's a great guy, but she's definitely wearing the pants there.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude.
I'm not saying there is.
I'd also let Zendaya wear the pants in a relationship.
Yeah, man. Have you seen Zendaya? Shit. But like,
also, I just think a relationship with Zendaya, there's not really any gender roles.
Yeah.
You guys just kind of do your thing and that's it.
Yeah, man. But her and Timothy Chalamet, I don't see it. I mean,
I just don't think that makes sense as a couple.
With all due respect to Timothy Chalamet, that guy's soft.
Yeah. Also, I feel like he'd want to be like a gentleman and she just wants someone she can chill with, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't care about any of that, like, gentlemanly shit. Like, she wants to be true to her, but she's not like, open the door for me, do this for me, do that for me, you know?
Yeah.
She probably found that shit annoying.
Yeah, it's like, the fuck you doing? I can do that myself, man.
I am a grown
Get off the...
lady.
Yeah, like, get the fuck
I'm
off.
not some child that needs to be taken care of. That's why when half the females I talk to, they want that, I'm like, yeah, daddy issues.
Yeah.
I'm not your father. I'm not tying your shoes and all kinds of shit for you.
Dude. I just remembered that shooting in the U.S. with those people who got killed. I remember this one post. It was about he said like there are plenty of like horrible people who would say like, why can't members of the LGBT community just do their thing, like not do their thing in public and do it like in their own places.
But why do they have to?
But like, hang on, like I'm getting there's a point to all this. It's like, okay, fine. So LGBT people made their own places and where they can do their thing in public, and yet still there's people who are like, this is still messed up. Like,
yeah, people that still think it's an aberration and disgusting, and like so much that they have to go into that place and shoot it. I'm gonna tell you now, that guy has latent homosexual tendencies and he hates himself for it. That's why he went and shot other people for it.
Yeah, fuck those people, all of them. Like you.
You know that he just hates himself for being gay on the inside, so he wants to go and kill everyone because he'd love to kill himself.
And do that.
Yeah,
Don't be
just
no
rather
coward,
do that.
man.
Yeah, no.
Dude.
And it's in the process, you shot 2 straight people, so you really didn't conquer that much. Like, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
If anything, you just killed, like, someone's mom or dad.
Innocent people. It's bullshit, man. So
and you know that the gay people were planning a march, and then the police were like, if you march, we'll shoot. So apparently they were scared it was going to be a violent march, so they said, we have guns and we're ready to protect the city.
When has there been a violent LGBT march?
Yeah, like literally all the queer community wants is the same rights. Because you know, this is the straight white males that were shot up in a bar by a queer person. It'd be a hate crime straight away. But literally, he killed only gay people was his targets, and they said it's not a hate crime.
Because he claims to be non-binary.
I don't care, dog.
The thing is, like, non-binary isn't really that hard to.
Also, just because you're non-binary doesn't mean you're not straight.
Yeah.
I could be straight and identify as she, her.
With yeah, yeah. Thing is with like non-binary, it's more of a gender thing, it's supposed to a sex thing.
Also, just because you're genderless doesn't mean you hate queer people. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean you can't hate queer people.
yeah. You can still be homophobic. Fuck, you can be gay and homophobic.
Yeah. Like that guy who shot at the people.
Dude, on Shameless, like I remember Frank was talking about like, oh, there's this bar that, cause Ian and Nikki wanted to have their wedding at this place, but like the owner, like the wife had a thing against gay people,
Yeah.
and then it came out that actually she doesn't have a problem with gay people. Her late husband did, and the reason for that because he was secretly gay. It's like when he died, they found like a closet full of like gay porno tapes. And it's like,
Jeez.
Jesus, dude. Why would you do that? If you're gay enough that you have a closet full of tapes, not CDs but tapes.
I also found it really weird and Shameless, where like the black wife had a problem with her husband being sucked off by guys.
And yet she was with that Russian
Exactly,
chick.
dog. It's like the double standards. It's like firstly, it's not even a problem in the first place because you're not even attracted to those guys. So it's not. It's really not. It's literally a business transaction. It wasn't anything to do with sex.
And it's not like he's fucking anybody. Just
It's
saying.
not like he's even enjoying it, dog. It's a guy.
He legit told that one guy, like, it doesn't matter what you do, I'm not gonna get hard. And he didn't. He just stood there, just taking that shit. Like, it is possible to not get hard getting a blowjob, but it's difficult.
I mean, I've never stayed soft for having a blowjob.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
And I've had some pretty shitty blowjobs as well.
Yeah. I had to tell, like, the one person, like, whoa, slow down. Well, like, why, what's going on? I don't want to come yet. Just stop.
Oh, dude, those guys that say you can't come or getting hit are wrong, dude. If the person knows what they're doing,
Yeah, man.
it's real quick.
Also, you don't want to come on getting head. Because you still got to fuck later, so...
And you don't really turned off afterwards. Because, like, half the time you're like, okay, I don't really want to be with this person anymore now that
Yeah. Oh, shit. Is there a lot of talking when you get laid?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nah. Mostly just like the female moaning, and then like that's the only noise there is. Because one chick was so loud, I thought my neighbors were gonna complain. You have been with someone so loud, it's like, geez, calm down. I'm not that good.
I remember one time.
Also, like that chick was screaming so loud, I thought I was hurting her. I was like, "Yo, are you okay?" Like halfway through, I stopped. So I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Why did you stop?" I was like, "Genuinely, I thought I was breaking you." And she was like, "Nah, I'm good. Carry on." And I was like, "I'm okay." Then she went right back to screaming her ass off.
Hey, some people like being broken into, man. Like,
yeah, I know, but you know, as a guy in the 21st century, you have to worry about being like called a rapist afterwards. So you check if they're okay.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the concern. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah, no. That's why, like, I explicitly in our text, I explicitly say, "Yo, we're gonna hook up tomorrow, right? Or we're gonna have sex tomorrow, right?" And she's like, "Haha, yeah, but why you gotta be like so straightforward?" I'm like, "It's the 21st century. I have to have consent, or I ain't doing shit."
Yeah, I remember, like, whenever I would tell someone, I make sure to say in the text that we're hooking up.
And so if the person ever comes back, you say literally consent shit.
I can be like, look, I have proof that I did not like assault anybody.
And like, you may not have proof that you consent on the day, but at least you have proof that they were intending on fucking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So at least you have something close, dog of trust. That person wanted.
Yeah, I can. Even after the fact, I like always make sure after the fact to ask like message like, was that good? And he's like, yeah. Did you enjoy that? They always be like, yes. Like, okay, then. I have evidence. So you can't be like
afterwards, yeah.
Dude, do your legs get shaky afterwards, man?
Hey, sometimes, dog.
Dude.
Like, if it's been like a long ass one, or it was just like I had to, like the person was like harder, and I had to like properly go for it. Like half the time afterwards, especially if I hadn't eaten that day yet, I step off and my legs are shaky as hell. I'm like, damn, I'm like drunk or something.
I remember there was this time I almost fell. Like my legs were so damn shaky, I almost fell over, man. I got wiped off my dick, put my pants on, and I was on my way out the door. And then I get to like these stairs. I'm coming like 1, 2. I take 2 steps down, and then I'm like, oh shit. I had to like hold the railing all the way there. My legs were like spaghetti, dude. Just
But
oh,
at the same time, it's
jeez.
also nice seeing like the person you F walking off a shaky leg. Like, yeah, that's like, dude, the same those legs are crazy. I remember one chick, I went down there for like 30 seconds and the legs started like vibrating, shaking.
Dude.
I was like, geez, okay, you're easy beast.
It's definitely easy to satisfy. Isn't always a bad thing.
Oh no, I'm happy with it, dog. I know I did, like, I know I have to do very little. Like, I'll invite that person back like a few times because like I have to do very little to get that person there.
Yeah.
Also, I love a trier, someone who's very eager to please you, you know?
Yeah. I remember there was one person like, dude, I never tried so many positions in one day. Shit.
Really.
Yeah, man. It
I've
was
been
like,
doing a crazy amount of positions.
cause normally you just do one until you're good, but like when they switch up on you, it's like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna list it and you tell me your list.
First,
Okay, I'll go first. Missionary, I've done obviously. Doggy.
yeah,
Cowgirl reverse, cowgirl and speed bump. That's what
speed bump.
it's when like they're on their back. They're on their stomach and you effing them. They're on their stomach.
Oh yeah.
And then you effing them.
Okay. Speed bump, doggy, missionary, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, and then yeah, that's about it. Just fine. So I'm just like, we did all that in one day. So I'm just like,
I've seen a lot of people doing that on the side, and that's I want to try like on the side of the
yeah.
for them.
I think the problem with that is where does my arm go? The arm that I'm laying on. It's just like
also for me, it is the same thing. You know, reverse cowgirl like when you're in bed and the person's on top of
riding.
Around.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting on a couch and they're like fully standing, squatting, doing it, is it the same thing?
I don't think so.
Because I've had that as well, but I don't know what position that is.
I don't know.
That's when I was texting public. Remember when I told you about that pop?
Oh shit. The one person actually considered that. I kid you not, the one person I was with actually considered that. It's like so I went to that place and they were like, the maid is still here. I'm gonna see if I can try and find somewhere else we can go. Like, wait, what do you mean somewhere? And they were like when I met up with them, like, did you find a place? Like, no, I was trying to like looking around for a place like we could do it, but it's fucking humid out here. Plus, like, there's plenty of secluded areas, but it was humid as fuck that
I don't know,
day.
sweatsuit, but
I don't know, it was, goddamn, it was hot, dude. So yeah, we got in. Shit, it's always fun. Sex is fun. Let me just say that much. This is nothing new. This is not fact or anything, but sex is fun.
yeah.
Yes.
But like sometimes you just can't be asked to put in the effort.
Yeah, that's when I just don't bother, man.
Like sometimes you always take me there somewhere that I haven't had it for a while. I just can't be bothered to like clean my face up and make it look presentable and then like do the whole thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, I can't make it, sorry. And then like a week later I complain, I'm like, sometimes it's not worth the effort.
Sometimes you don't want to half-ass that kind of job, man.
Yeah.
If anything, you want that nice, thick, full ass going in there, man.
I will say though, I only found like one person who was like a gluck master.
Gluck.
Like, dude, I've never received head like I received from her. But yeah, respect the hell out of her. She's really good job.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, give credit where credit's due.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I've only ever had like one magic vagina, I've only had one magic gluck.
The WWE World Cup is happening, and you have Mustafa versus Ricochet. Mustafa representing, I think, Saudi Arabia. What's that country?
Somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, what's that country with the green flag and the white
Not
flag?
Pakistan.
They got the green flag.
They have a green flag with a crescent moon on it.
Oh.
With the writing, it's Saudi.
Oh yeah. Green with, I think it's green with, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
With the white writing.
I wasn't really paying attention. I know it was green though. So yeah, him versus Ricochet. I love that it's people from different nations contributing. Cause that last one, that Best in the World Cup, like that was just like 90% US people.
Yeah.
And yet they called it the WWE World Cup. Just
yeah.
I get it. The roster wasn't exactly diverse. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anyone from Africa in the roster right now?
There was some African dudes in like West Africa and all that down in developmental, but like main roster just almost.
Because who was this African guy? Was his name Chad Gable or something?
Justin Gabriel, yeah, he's from Cape Town, yeah.
Yeah, he fell off pretty quickly in that roster.
So fast, man. I don't even think he won a singles title.
As soon as Nexus finished, he was gone.
No. As soon as the core finished, he was gone because they were like an offshoot of the Nexus. Yeah. Once that wrapped up, he was done. There wasn't a lot for him to do.
Somehow Heath Slater survived. That man
Out
survived
of everybody there,
the
somehow
most
Heath
untalented
Slater
guy.
survived. I mean, he's got to be talented because he made it this long.
I mean, I think he's just likable.
Yeah. And he doesn't cause any static. He does what he's asked, even if it's absolutely ridiculous. He just, like that's the kind of guy like Vince would want. Which is weird, because like Vince himself would say like he hates yes men. He hates people who just go along with everything.
Even if you don't like them.
Yeah. Oh shit. Also, there's a weird rule about Hall of Fame speeches. When you're on stage, like giving a Hall of Fame speech, thanking everybody, you can't mention Vince McMahon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a rule for Hall of Fame speeches, like you can't mention Vince McMahon.
So he's like, don't suck my dick.
Any more than you already have.
Yeah, no. I have affairs for that.
Yeah, I've got people for that. Multi-million-dollar worth of people for that shit.
To be honest, multi-million-dollar doesn't mean anything to that.
But Jesus Christ, man, who the fuck pays $5 million for an affair? Like, not even to quiet the lady, just to get with the lady. Like,
well, he paid the $5 more than the first person to have sex with.
Dude, in total, it was like they'd summed it up. It was $15 million paid over the course of like all these years. I'm just like, who the fuck? And it wasn't even a bunch of chicks. It was one chick. Like, why?
Why would you pay her?
Seriously, why? Give her a job or something. But don't like pay her, man. Like,
also, if it's consensual, why are you paying her? Why don't you have sex with her?
Also, who gives a fuck? Like, you and your wife ain't really a thing anymore. So, who cares? Like,
also, a powerful man having an affair. Oh no, who could have seen that coming?
Yeah. I mean, there's been zero repercussions of it, really.
Yeah.
Think about it. He stepped down of his own accord. He wasn't asked to go anywhere. So.
And also, just no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, it was a huge scandal for all of an hour.
Yeah.
And then it was done.
And I can tell you now, the WWE like fandom were like, oh no, he had an affair, never saw that coming.
Yeah, like, oh no, the horny old dude who books all the hot women to make out with him is having an affair. Like, what will we do? Oh well, move on.
Yeah, also, like, I'm surprised there weren't more women went to it. He's a very good looking jacked guy. That's a multi-player.
He's in his 70s.
Yeah, but dude, look at his body. He looks like he's in his late 20s body wash.
He's still all wrinkly and shit, man. No, yeah, he's in shape, but he's still wrinkly, man.
Not wrinkly, that shit's hot.
Wait a minute, judging from that magazine he was on.
Yeah.
That was in 2015, man.
Yeah, that was only like 2 years ago.
I'll give you that.
Also, dude,
but he was airbrushed as hell.
Dude, if it was tight and ripped at 65, it's not going to be that much different at 72. 7 years don't make that much of a difference to you. It's only 10% of your life.
White people age like milk when they hit 60.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Black people are still fine, but white people,
Yeah. I mean, look at. Can't really think of anybody. He's like 50 something, so.
But also look at Shawn Michaels, dog. That guy's aged bad.
Jesus, he didn't look that bad. Like.
Also, Ric Flair, dog. Terrible.
That guy's been leathery since the 90s, man.
Yeah, no, he's never looked good.
I kind of feel bad
for him. But Shawn Michaels let himself go within like 5 years.
You see how his like one eye got all droopy.
Bro, do you see on Logan Paul's podcast? I only saw a clip where he's like, yeah, I try to be more than I am, but let's be honest, I'm white trash. That was Shawn Michaels.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed that. I don't even like him, but like that clip was like quite funny.
The man rocks up in a suit and a cowboy hat. Like, not even like a JBL cowboy hat, like one of those like curved ones.
Yeah,
just, Yeah, like you live out in the desert. You don't live out on a ranch. You live in the desert
Yeah,
somewhere.
no.
Uh, it's I think his like hunting cap was better. Like it made more sense. The thing is, that made sense when he had a ponytail because he could
Yeah.
like let it out at the back. But now that it's
What's one of the
gone,
more underrated movies in the last 10 years for you?
one of
For
them.
me, the one that didn't get enough attention that I thought was so good was Matthew McConaughey, where he played the guy that was flying all the drugs for the cartel back in the day. And then he got recruited by the CIA to rat on him, and then he was scared to rat on him, and it was the whole thing.
That was Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise, sorry. All the straight white guys are so similar. Am I wrong?
Yes, we can very much confuse Tom Cruise for Matthew McConaughey.
They both do the same type of movies.
Yeah, but McConaughey's more chill about it.
Yeah.
You don't hear stories about him losing shit and yelling at people on set. Like, you remember that shit? That was fucking hilarious. Like, it was, I think it was like 2021, maybe late 2020. Someone on set of the Mission Impossible movie, like Tom Cruise spotted them and they weren't 5 feet apart. They were like right next to each other, and the one guy didn't have a mask. He fucking lost.
Well, he was right to lose it. You're going to spread COVID so easily
I
that
get
way.
that, but goddamn,
Nah,
he was
I
like
fully back that.
yelling, like, I don't ever want to see it again, ever. It's like what we're doing here is important. Like we're creating jobs. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, he's not wrong though. During the
He's-
pandemic, so many people lost their
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah. He's not wrong. He is right. But goddamn,
No, that guy was just being an idiot trying to get laid. And
dude,
you just know he was that close to the female. You know there's a reason that close to be that close to your bro, okay?
Yeah. Thing is like, cause like if I see it again, you're done. I mean, he can't fire anybody. He's an actor, but like,
I would have gotten fired on the spot, dog. You endangering everyone on set by doing that.
dude, he was like, what we're doing is important. We're creating jobs. We're trying to save the movie industry. I'm like, okay, that last word, calm
A little
down.
bit stretch.
Calm down.
No one thinks, who do we need in order to save the music industry? Tom Cruise.
Like, dude.
Maybe Leo.
Yeah.
Maybe Leo, but not you.
Yeah, like I just saw, I saw the rest of them. Okay, I get it. Wear a mask, spread of COVID, whatever,
Like, at
whatever.
least Leo makes movies that matter. You know?
Yeah.
What have you done that matters?
I mean, he runs a lot.
Like, at least also Leo's trying to save the planet with all his like green initiatives and all that kind of thing.
How many charities do you have, Tom?
Like, you just jump out of a plane every now and then.
Yeah, that he apparently is gonna make a movie in space.
Oh, yep, makes sense with Tom Cruise.
I kid you not, man. He's like doing like training with NASA and shit. Like, I don't know
You just
what.
know Elon Musk behind that.
That
That weirdo is
right?
definitely behind it.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Elon Musk run on Twitter?
Oh, dude, he's so disgusting. It's there's free speech as long as it's what I believe in.
Yeah.
You know how many accounts he got banned because they were parody accounts of him, and he's all about the Twitter meme culture until they make fun of him.
Yeah.
Like literally, Ethan Klein of H3H3 put out a tweet pretending to be Elon Musk. But before that, he tweeted out, "This is a parody account," and it's in the bio of his account. And he tweeted out, "I know Jeffrey did some. I know Epstein did some bad things, but on nights like these, I really miss his cuddles and camaraderie." And it was like a hilarious tweet. There were like 70k likes, and his account got taken down. Even though the rules were you had to have parody in your bio, and he had parody in his bio. Still got taken down because Elon Musk didn't like what he was saying.
Yeah, they fired after people who worked at Twitter.
And then they realized, oh no, we might have needed those people.
Yep. He asked them to come back. Only half of them did.
And they probably gave him like their demands for coming back.
Yeah. And not only that, but like people have been coming out of the woodwork saying like this dude is asking us to do an obscene amount of work. We can't even.
You know one of the like admins, Donnie, before they got fired, tweeted out Elon doesn't know what he's doing.
It was very evident that this was done on a whim.
He just liked Twitter, so he's like, let me buy it and try to fix it.
$44 billion and you buy Twitter.
And you know it tanked to be worth $1 billion right now? It's worth $1 billion right now.
That's fucking pathetic. God
yeah,
damn.
No. He's tanked the value in like.
That's not even sad. That's pathetic. Jesus, dude.
Look, I put out all my stocks in Tesla that I have in right now because his stock is going down.
Yep.
And he's so tied into Tesla that if like he is Tesla, so if he tanks, the whole thing tanks.
This is like this isn't exactly like it, but it's kind of like when Vince bought what's this ECW,
Yeah.
and then made his own ECW, and it was fucking awful.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
dude.
is.
Man, this fucking guy, dude. Like, I wasn't expecting much. I'm
But
honest.
something better.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to get worse. Jesus.
Dog, when he gave everyone checks and he didn't know who were celebrities and who weren't, and that was a problem. He was like, didn't see this coming.
Everyone is verified now. Jesus, dude. And now there's two kinds of verification. It's like, oh, you're verified because your account is so and so on, and you're verified because you paid for it.
And you know the worst part is it only made a few mil, the buy and the check marks.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't make that much money from it.
Yeah. People, fucking Dave Chappelle was like, if you really want to make money, charge people to be racist. Like,
But also, it's like, you know how Logan Paul has that Crown hydration drink?
yeah.
They released sachet packets for it instead of the actual juice as well. When they released that sachet, their launch made more than he made off certifying people on Twitter. That's how sad it is. Logan Paul literally said, we made more off sachets of juice than you made off verifying you on Twitter.
People love sachets, man. I know
Love
that
Elon.
not anymore. There was a time when everybody loved this dude. Not anymore.
He's just nice and wholesome and a cool dude. But then now it came out that every kid of his hates him. All his kids hate him and they want to actually get rid of his name, off their name.
And they probably want to get rid of their weirdo names too.
And like, so they hate him. The whole world hates him since Twitter got taken over.
Yeah.
Like, especially leftists hate him, dude. Because he's brought back Donald Trump and then he's brought back Andrew Tate and all these people back onto Twitter.
Andrew Tate's back.
Yeah, because he thinks that Andrew Tate was unfairly treated for just having opinions.
Kanye West is back too.
Oh, yeah,
I remember the first post he did once he came back was test.
No.
No, he was like test. I want to make sure this works. Like
No. His first tweet was Shalom.
Fuck you, man.
He's so racist and he thinks he's cool and funny and quirky.
Like fucking on this one podcast, he was like, he's like, he thought he was untouchable.
Yeah.
You can tell this motherfucker thought he was untouchable.
When he went on Thingy's podcast.
He's like, I can say anti-Semitic shit and Adidas won't drop me. They were the first to drop him.
Oh, you know now he's acting like he wanted everyone to drop him. He wanted out of those $1 billion deals.
That's a crack of shit, man.
And it's like, bruh, if you really wanted out of them, you could have said, I want out of it and walk out willingly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I swear,
like,
dude.
if you didn't want all that money, you could have walked out of it willingly, bruh. Don't pretend like you wanted that shit.
He's gonna come out at some point and be like, oh, the only reason I did that was because I was off my meds and
Or
whatever.
he's gonna say, I wanted to see people's reactions to me and see who knows a real Kanye.
Motherfucker, you went too damn far to be saying, oh, I just did that to see how people would react.
Yo,
no, dude.
You can't say that you wanted to kill all Jewish people and say, oh no, I just want to see how people would react.
If you said one anti-Semitic thing and stopped, then maybe you could be like, I just want to see how people... But he said a bunch of shit.
Just don't say it to Jewish people. They're the most, like, targeted group of the years. Like, you can't say it to them.
Yeah. And out of all the groups, they're the ones who will have other people come get you.
No problem. You could have tweeted some shit about white people. We wouldn't care. White people have it coming.
Nobody gives a fuck, dude. Everyone in the world could be like, fuck white people.
Yeah, no. Because we have it coming, okay? We ran shit for way too long and did some messed up shit.
Especially in like India and shit. There's a whole ass section of movies that could be titled Fuck the British.
Also, bro, we literally marketed slavery. We had a production line of slavery.
Yeah, Dutch East India Trading Company.
Yeah, no, dog.
They had that shit like it was a proper business with a logo and everything.
And British American tobacco. How many slaves did that whole tobacco line, dog?
Oh shit, man. Shit. It wasn't all just Americans though. I mean, the Brits had
mostly British, yeah.
Yeah, mostly British. The Americans just tagged along.
I mean, but dude, how do you think America exists? It's because British people went there and sent their people to America.
Yeah. I mean,
they sent British and Italians to America. And that's why you have such a big Italian mafia in America, is because they sent all the people there.
They're glorified refugees, man, and yet they claim they are native to the area. Like,
Yeah, no.
they seriously tell Native
There's
American
only
people
Mexicans
to.
and Indians and red Indians really, and even Mexicans might just be Spanish people that went over.
Not really. I mean, Mexicans are from South America, it's like right next to,
Okay.
so yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Spanish people, there's this line in She-Hulk. It's so simple as fuck, but like it made me laugh so hard. There was this dude who was like a matador, and he was talking in this like therapy circle, and he's like, people think because I'm Spanish, like I'm this, and that, and this guy's in a suit goes, like Spanish isn't a place, you know, like it's not a people, it's just a language, okay?
Yeah.
And the guy looks at him like raised eyebrow, and he's like, have you never heard of Spain?
Yeah. Yo, it's only been between Latino and mean Spanish.
Yeah. But it's because Latino's like Latin American.
Yeah.
So. Oh, no, they're not Latino anymore. They're Latinx. I forget. Correction on that shit. I don't know why. I guess it was because like, well, we don't actually. Hey man, we don't actually like what you call us. So what you want to be called? Latinx.
So you're still keeping the Latin.
Yeah. It's just,
Okay, cool.
I think because when I heard that, I think it was like with Chinese and the thing with like Mandarin, because like for decades, not fuck decades, for like centuries, when Asian people talk or Chinese people talk, we say they're speaking Chinese, and yet in the 21st century, they're like, actually, it's Mandarin.
Because that's always been the language you just generalize. But speaking of Spanish, what do you think of Bad Bunny at WWE?
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah, he's so good, dog. And you know, like he's selling out stadiums, and then like he'll DM Triple H and be like, "Yo, when can I come back?"
Yeah.
Like man's literally like he's got Grammys, he's selling out stadium, one of the biggest artists in the world. He's like, I just want to wrestle, to be honest.
And you can tell he's got like a serious respect for like
Because the moves he does, you can't do it from just being a part timer.
Yeah.
Like him and Logan, you can see it's their whole life.
Yeah, they're really taking the shit seriously. Like, and
especially Logan, dude. It's like third fight, he was doing all those moves.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I really respect when like a celebrity puts in the work, and oh yeah, dude's like a minute away. Final thoughts, man.
Fuck Triple H.
Fuck. The game got played. Goddamn. You played yourself, fool. Anyway, this has been the S&W Experience. I have been the Shogun. This has been the Wise Man. And farewell.
So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my